Everybody, happy Sunday. All right. Koga says, what's up? All right, so here we are. Um, Motor one is done, as I said it would be. This is done and just needs to break in. But I'm recording this, of course, for you nights to remind me of things I've done in case I bitch later on like something ain't working. So let me tell you what I did. Let me tell you my places of concern with this build. Because I used some eBay parts and I removed some things let me say, the engine was still running great, but I took stuff off hoping it makes it a little better or more improved. All right, so start with this. Let me tell you what's eBay parts, because if it fails, I can get to it. All right, so it sucks, but it's eBay parts. So eBay part one, oil pump. I put the good pump on the Toyota one on the other car. eBay part, front main seal. eBay, front main seal. eBay parts, intake and exhaust seal. eBay parts. Okay, now, here's not eBay parts, but things I did differently to see how they work. I usually run a gasket on the water neck because I'm really paranoid. Didn't. I just use sealant. Sealant only water neck. All right. I use only sealant on the rear main. Usually I buy a gasket and all that, but I just did sealant on the rear main. All right. Now, I did not cheap out on the rear seal because you gotta drop a tranny to do that. So I put a OEM from Toyota on the rear main. Yeah, fuel wise, I removed a dampener on the fuel line. It went here. It was some pulse harmonic dampener or whatever they called it for the JZs. I took it off. A lot of guys have issues with the vehicle running lean. I did not think I had that issue, but I took it off anyway. No reason to have it. Took it off, just put a banjo on there. So if I run rich, remind me. I replaced knock sensors because I had it off. That's all. I replaced the vvti filter, the eBay one, not the stock one. So eBay filter. So if I have any idling issues down the road, remind me, Knight. So, repeat. Any oil leaks in front, say, oh, you got eBay bullshit. eBay bullshit. If it leaks here for antifreeze, oh, you didn't put a gasket. Take it off, put a gasket on there. I did relocate. I put my temp gauge sensor up here. I had a generic one, really rigged in the back. I literally tapped it into the actual neck. It was always threads there. I just made a little bit wire. So my sensor for my temp is here now. Never used these. It was ghetto with a little hoop. I plugged up the holes and capped it. Shouldn't be no problem. On the turbo side, had some leaks. Sealed them, welded them, and I was missing a gasket. So I put a fucking gasket. I don't know why I put this turbo on without a fucking gasket. Dumb moment. I kind of forget. I had it tagged, but I hope my boost controller is on right. I forget if it's the top hose blue or if the blue hose goes in the bottom. So I will ease into boost when I get there. I won't be boosting right away anyway, but I'll find out right away if that hose should be top or bottom. Easy fix. All right, so what else eBay? Random gaskets. Another exhaust gasket here. eBay. Um, that's probably it. Anything different on the pump? The rear mount? No, I nothing different. I never use gasket. I just use sealer. I use a different kind of sealer. We'll see if it works better because that's gonna be a bitch if that leaks. That better not leak. There's oil in it now a little bit. I'm trying to crank it over with just my hand to get some oil moving around, but that's gonna be a bitch. So I've had to hook the starter up and dry crank it a few times with the starter only. That so it's a start. We'll see. Or I'll just bring my entire wire harness in the ECU and start it in the house, whatever. So now we're gonna and it's your basic concerns right now. And now my only concerns is when I start it, Will the bitch leak anywhere? That's it. Compression's good for what it is because it's not broken in yet, but it's got good compression all the way across the board. We'll see. These are the ACL build, of course, with the mains and the crank bearings. The ACLs are good brand. Nothing generic as in the motor, except for we did do the generic Cometic gasket. Again, if that fails, I can pull the head off inside the engine. I'll need to pull the engine out inside the car. I'm not doing all that, but I don't think it's going to fail. Anyway, that's really it. All the quality stuff's going over here. I'm going to start this today. Plan is to have both engines completed before spring, which I should do. This one's already done. This could be dropped back in, but it ain't going to happen because I got to still pull the whole fucking fender off on this side, maybe the harness, and get the engine bay painted. I started cleaning it out, but it needs painted black too. I'm going to paint it black like the valve cover. The valve covers, not the best job. I mean, I really didn't clean it that well, but I mean, it's nice and shiny. But I didn't clean them as good as I could as in sanding them down. I just want to throw some on there real quick. Before it was rattle can, so at least this paint will hold up. But they are shiny. And that's about it. So, we'll see. Let's hope. Let's hope. We'll see. Anyway, peace out, Knights.